Hello, my name is Taylor Bolte, and coming up, my interview for the Sustainability Institute Summer Cohort. Enjoy. Sustainability is using different materials and methods that we may not be using currently because they're more expensive maybe, or it's an idea that is kind of new to a lot of people in the industry. Sustainability and renewable resources is a very new topic. It's a very new thing. It hasn't been around very long, and so getting people to transition from the current infrastructure that we're using to more sustainable designs is really what it's about. And having the ability to get them thinking in the long term instead of in the short term is going to be really important with sustainable design. If we don't change how we're doing business, if we don't change the industry, we're not going to have a planet left, because sustainability is all about using things that are renewable, using resources that can last longer and can make us healthier. The resources that we're using now are non-renewable and they are harmful to our health, and you may make money in the short term because they don't cost as much, but in the long term it's really hurting our health and our economy. I have the benefits of being raised by two parents that were in small business, and they have retail and property management, and I've seen them work long hours, and I've grown up seeing what hard work is. And so I like to be busy, and I always want something to do. If there's nothing to be done, it really frustrates me. So I always want to be doing something, and I think that's very important in the new industry that we're going into. We're going to have to put in more hours in the research. We're going to have to put more time and effort into getting people to change their minds about sustainability. And I think I have the skill set to use my knowledge, my prior knowledge that I've gained, and be able to transition that into the industry. Or one of the main things that I want to work on is the ability to just take the research as a student and being able to transition that into the industry. So how do I take research that my professors are doing? How do I take the research that I'm doing in sustainability? How do I take that research of designing better classrooms and study spaces? How do I take that and then say, this is how the industry should construct it? This is what we're going to need to be able to do in the industry. And so that connection between research in the educational sector and the ability to make profit from it in the industry is extremely important, and I think that is what I need to really hone my skills on and be able to really just understand that connection and the people that are involved and what the right steps I should take to be able to bridge the gap between education and industry. Civil engineering, in my opinion, is all about communication. Whether you're communicating from a client, trying to figure out what they want. We have the skill set to do it, but if we don't know how to accurately know what the client wants, and if we don't have the ability to portray our knowledge to them, then in my opinion it's not worth doing. We need to really understand how people want things designed. We have to understand why people want to use sustainability. We have to understand why, if we're going to use sustainability, how do we communicate that to people? And so knowing that communication is going to be very important. We have a lot of technology, and we have a lot of new ways of doing things. We need to be able to use that technology to better our education system, and that's the one thing that I'm always going to be passionate about. That's the one thing that I'm going to do whatever I can to be able to change higher education for the better. Higher education is not just about a bachelor's degree anymore, because getting out of college with a bachelor's degree doesn't really mean anything anymore if you don't have a skill set to go with it. There's a lot of people that are passionate about many different things, many different majors, and they can't get into college because of the price of it, or they can't get into it because of their grades, or because they don't like certain subjects. And so I think we should take higher education, focus it on what people really want to do. We need to find research that can be done in order to the students that are currently in college, so they can have a better experience. And then the future students that want to go to college, we need to make that more accessible to them. And so that when students graduate from college, they have the skill set to do what they want to do. It's about creating an atmosphere that the students want to learn in, and then still educating them to be able to go into the industry confident that they're going to make a difference and that they're going to be successful in their own way. Everyone has a different definition of success, and if we don't change higher education, then a lot of people are going to have trouble finding their own success. One of the very first times that I ran into sustainability was one of my good friends now. He installs solar panels, and he's done it for 20 plus years, and just to see the passion that he has in providing a service for people of, in my opinion, the stereotypical sustainability solar power, and being able to install that into homes, and then being able to take me on and teach me the trade of really giving people something that they've wanted. They want to make a difference, and to be able to help them make a difference in the world it's incredibly satisfying, and that really has started my whole movement of wanting to make the world more sustainable. This summer training would be extremely beneficial to me. In the next couple years, I'm going to be continuing my research, and I think this would greatly help me in my pursuit. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I hope to hear from you.